Alright guys, so this is literally one of my favorite recipes. It's so easy, and if you've had pulled pork, it's a similar process, similar idea, but it's just with chicken. So I actually did start already. I added barbecue sauce to the bottom of the crock pot, and I used about half of this bottle. It's Sweet Baby Ray's. It's the 28 ounce, and it was, I want to say $2 at Target yesterday, so I grabbed 2 bottles because I knew we were going to make this chicken, and I love, it has to have a good barbecue sauce with it, so this is our favorite. So I added about half to the bottom of the crock pot because I don't want the chicken to cook and then be dry on the bottom or like be stuck or anything like that. So I added that, and then I just sprinkled some pepper and just regular old salt on top of the barbecue sauce. Alright, and I'm also going to add some garlic powder and onion powder. This recipe is super simple, but I like it to be nice and flavorful, so I will add some seasonings. You can, if you don't, if you have like picky eaters or little ones who don't necessarily, can't handle very much seasoning, you can definitely skip this and just use like barbecue sauce, salt, and pepper if you'd like to do that, or just barbecue sauce or whatever. So those are the seasonings I'm using, and then I'm going to grab our chicken here. So the chicken I had thawed out, and it was from one of our grocery hauls, and what I do when we buy chicken is I separate it into baggies so that it's in more manageable portions. And that is really beneficial because then we're not wasting a bunch of chicken or food. And then I also, if we buy breasts, then I fillet the breasts, so they're thinner than what you'd buy at the store, pull out of the package at the store. So yeah, so having chicken that is frozen and that we cut up from like a big package has proven to be really beneficial for us. Excuse me. It makes it really easy to make meals and to have things that are ready to go without having to like run to the store or or waste food. So that is definitely my tip if you find that you can't eat a ton of food like at one time. If it's, if your family's small, if it's just you and your spouse, if it's just you, definitely break things up and put them in the freezer, and they freeze totally fine. Alright, so now that the chicken's down, I'm going to go ahead and season the chicken in here also. So again, the same seasonings, but you want to get the front and back, obviously. Alright, so add some pepper. And salt. Alright, and then we'll just cover it with some more barbecue sauce. I'm not going to do a ton on the top just because when you shred it, we don't like it to be too saucy, but you do want the barbecue sauce to cook into the chicken at the same time. Alright, and you don't have to like smooth it out or add water or anything like that. It's really easy, really simple. Alright guys, so everything is in the crock pot. Again, just the chicken, the seasoning, and barbecue sauce. And I'm just going to put our lid on the crock pot here. And then I will set the timer so that we can cook it. And our crock pot has a timer. So what I'm going to do, let me show you guys. Alright, so all I do is hit select to get to the setting that I want, which we'll put it on low because chicken cooks really quickly. So we'll put it on low for 8 hours. When we come back from church, it'll be ready to go, and I will show you guys what it looks like. Alright guys, so it has been about 4 or 5 hours or so. Anyway, so I'm going to check on the chicken here. It's, ooh, ow, steamy. It's going to be like totally done, but let's just take this off, and then you can see it's like all bubbly, and it has quite a bit of like liquid, as you can see, even without having to add water. So I definitely, if you're going to use a crock pot and you see a recipe that says add water, I would think twice about it because it can make whatever you're making really soupy and just liquidy, unless that's what you're after, because it does a good job of making whatever's in there pretty dang liquidy. So I'm just going to shred it, and as you guys can see, I just have tongs and this little serving fork actually, but I really like to use these guys to shred it, and it's shredding quite nicely. So I'm just going to do that, and yeah, this is a lot of sauce left over. Lots of sauce. Oh, it smells so good. That Sweet Baby Ray's does it every time. And again, if you are cooking chicken in the crock pot, chicken does cook really quickly, so just keep that in mind. And also, if you're going to use chicken breast in the crock pot, I encourage cutting them in half, like the thick ways, because they tend to be very thick, and if you put that in the crock pot, it might cook the outside quickly and then not the inside, so the outside would be dry, and you don't want that, obviously. Alright, so I'm just going to keep kind of shredding this a bit, and then I will share with you guys what we are eating and how we're going to have this for lunch. But as you can see, it's super easy. So we'll have this for lunch today. We'll probably have it for dinner a little later, and then for dinner on Monday night, maybe a couple lunches. So it makes a lot, and that is awesome. Alright guys, so here's the finished product. We are just having barbecue chicken sandwiches and what are these? Beans, and then I have actually salad on the side here, but as you guys can see, I mean, it's piping hot first of all, but as you can see, there's a lot left, and so I made 4 sandwiches so far for my husband and I. So again, it's just super easy, super quick, and it's really inexpensive, and that is all you need. So just, add a veggie on the side and maybe some chips if you want, and you are good to go. So thanks guys so much for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. I'm excited to share more recipes and just easy go-to meals that we like that are budget friendly. Thanks guys so much for watching. I will talk to you soon.